In the beginning, in the year of our Lord 2021, the good developers at Iron Gate Studios brought us light, and the light was good. And born out of that Unity Engine light goodness came the world of Valheim, a lush Nordic wonderland of deep green pastures and forests and crystal clear waters. And the people were like, "Ooh, that's pretty, and we love you guys." For the land was good also, well, mostly if you kinda squinted a bit. But nobody seemed to mind, and the people were content. For the gameplay, it did kick ass. But then the years went by, and there were those who began to say, "Oh, my eyes, they hurt like crap, and I can't tell if I'm looking at a table or a shield." But the gods of Nexus heard their pleas and came to their aid, partly because they cared about the player base, but mostly because they were bored and just wanted to see what it would look like. And they henceforth set to work, and after a few weeks of using their godly powers to click on Start in an upscaling program and a bit of pottering around in art software, they were finished, and they said, "Hey, how about this then? 4 times the resolution, 16 times the detail." And some of those people rejoiced. Others screamed that the new grasses, needed as the original ones looked god-awful when upscaled, weren't strictly speaking vanilla, and that it was heretical. There were those who shouted back into the wind, "No, stay the course, it's gameplay that matters, not graphics." And they were, of course, in the right, and their halos did glow. Still others asked, "What's the point? It's a low-poly game, it doesn't need upscaling." Partly out of curiosity, but mostly because they'd had a bad day at work. The modders listened with interest, heard their complaints, and then promised forthwith to do absolutely nothing about it. Behold the majesty that is Willybach's Valheim Upscaled. Embrace its slightly less blurriness and avert thine eyes from vanilla. Revel in your newfound eyesight. Discover that that bundle of green blobs outside your house was in fact a bush all along. Feel free to follow the mod's development by subscribing to this channel or joining the Discord linked below. So go now, you slightly eye-relieved beautiful people. Enjoy your favorite game of Valheim with an all-new look, sort of. Explore, gather resources, hunt. At first for survival, then later on because you really want to completely fill up that chest by the door with gray dwarf balls for some reason. Carry on killing animals, far longer than there's a need to, possibly because that school psychiatrist was actually right about you all along. But do so in 4 times the resolution. Craft. Upgrade. Build stuff, then fill it up with stuff, so that you can build more stuff. Craft dozens of chests, label them, then obsessively spend hours collecting stuff, so that all those chests are completely full. Then realize, all too late, that by doing so you've now actually moved on in gear, and don't really need any of that crap anymore. Fill your home with dozens of artfully placed chairs, then never sit on them. Plant crops, because it's new and interesting, then stop because it's not. Build so much stuff with so many building pieces that you stop visiting the 24-structure megatown you spent 6 months building, because the game drops to 12 frames a second, and you always have an overwhelming urge to cry. Play solo or play with friends. Create your own server. Spend weeks painstakingly creating a vast and complex world with intertwining roads and far-flung settlements. Then watch, gobsmacked, as your supposed friends all fuck off to play Oblivion Remastered. But do so in 4 times the resolution. Indulge all your hobbies and passions. Swim like you've quite literally never swam before. Try your hand at sailing. and discover why you were never picked for the basketball team at school. Try your hand at ornithology. That's bird watching. Google it. Meet the neighbors. Attend dance parties. Go on hikes into the wilderness. Don't worry about the undead skeletons. They're more scared of you than you are of them. Just don't wander too far. Who knows where you'll end up? There are some real shitholes out there. Go fishing. Play a wizard in a Viking game, but do so in 4 times the resolution. Give in to your Viking DNA and embrace the challenge of Valheim. And if you don't have any Viking DNA because your ancestors were actually tough enough to fend them off, well, pretend you do. Fight. Take up arms against thine enemies. Then run out of stamina abruptly and die surprisingly easily. Run around naked trying to get your crap back. Kick a greyling to death, because you can. Survive, then don't survive. Then cheat and load up the save game to survive all over again. And if you find yourself not surviving more often than surviving, quit the game for a while and go watch a Harry Potter movie or some shit. Gain in confidence, then get overconfident, then die to the sounds of 3 feet tall, club-wielding goblins with little to no armor laughing at you. Fight bosses. Run from bosses. Then finally kill them on the 5th try. Then morbidly defile a holy mystical circle of standing stones with their corpses. But do so in 4 times the resolution. To install, simply unzip using 7-zip or compatible software and follow instructions on the mod page. If you find it doesn't work, then thou art mistaken and have fucked up somewhere. Take a deep breath and try again. Slightly less blurry is the new blurry. Download today and appease the gods.